The diner always smelled like fried onions and burnt coffee after 10 p.m. But to Sharon Miller, it smelled like survival. She'd been working at Joe's Highway Grill for 12 years. Graveyard shift, 8 p.m. to 4 a.m., same uniform, same booth regulars, same low tips. She was 39, single, and raising a daughter alone in a trailer with bad plumbing and a front door that didn't lock right. Life wasn't glamorous, but it was hers. And in that little corner booth under the flickering neon, she found a strange kind of peace. It was in late autumn of 1996 that she first noticed the boy. Skinny, maybe 14, hair messy under a hoodie, always alone. He'd come in, never say a word, just sit by the water station, drink one glass, then go. Never ordered anything, never made eye contact, and every time, vanished into the cold night. At first she said nothing. Maybe he was waiting for someone, maybe just passing through. But then it kept happening. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, same routine, and always hungry eyes, the kind of look that knows what an empty stomach really means. One night, Sharon walked up to him with a plate, 2 scrambled eggs, a slice of toast, and a slice of cherry pie. Set it down without a word. He looked up, startled. She just smiled. Kitchen made too much, would be ashamed to waste it. Then she turned and walked away. Didn't wait for thank you, didn't ask his name, just did it. The next night he came back, same seat, same silence. She brought him a grilled cheese and a milkshake. Chef's in a generous mood again. Again, no thanks, just wide eyes, hesitant fingers, quick bites. It became a routine, every few nights. She never asked questions, he never gave answers. Sometimes he ate everything, sometimes just the pie. Always left quietly. She didn't tell her boss, didn't write it down, just paid for it out of her own tips. 50 cents here, $1 there. Because something about that boy, he reminded her of her own daughter, how fragile kids really are when no one sees them. She started calling him Pie Kid in her head, even made a fresh cherry pie once a week just in case he showed up. Sometimes he did, sometimes he didn't, but the slice was always ready. And then, one night, he didn't come at all. Not the next night either, nor the week after. She asked around. No one had seen him. Sheriff hadn't picked up anyone new. No reports, no runaways, no answers. He was just gone. She kept that last slice of pie for 2 nights, then threw it away. Years passed. Her daughter graduated, Sharon's hair grayed, Joe's changed owners 3 times. But she never forgot that boy, never told anyone either. Because some kindnesses aren't about being remembered. They're about remembering what it means to be human. 27 years later, on a Tuesday morning, Sharon was refilling the sugar jars when the bell above the door rang. She looked up. A man stepped in, mid-40s, tall, neatly trimmed beard, navy blue suit. Didn't look like a trucker. Didn't look like anyone from town. He walked slowly to the counter and sat. Sharon wiped her hands, walked over. "What can I get you?" The man looked at her carefully, eyes deep brown, familiar. Then he asked, "You still got that cherry pie?" Sharon stared at the man. The words, "You still got that cherry pie," echoed in her ears. There was something in his voice, soft but certain. Something that pulled her straight back to that fall night in 1996. She blinked. "We might," she said slowly. "Let me check." She walked to the kitchen. Her heart beat faster than it had in years. She always kept one pie, even if no one asked. She never knew why. Until now. She placed the slice gently in front of him. No whipped cream, just like before. He smiled, took a bite, closed his eyes. And for a moment, they were both silent. Then he reached into the briefcase at his side, pulled out a thin folder, placed it on the counter. "This is for you." She frowned. "What is it?" He met her eyes. "My name is Noah Grant. You probably don't remember me, but I was hungry, I was scared, and you fed me, over and over, no questions, no judgment. You saved my life, Miss Sharon." She stared at him, mouth slightly open, tears brimming. "You were just a kid." He nodded. "I lived behind the car wash, slept under the dryer vent, ran away from foster care. No one cared. No one even looked at me. Except you. She opened the folder. Inside, a certificate, a letter, a photo, and a check. She gasped. The letterhead read, "The Sharon Miller Foundation." Her name, in bold. On top of a mission statement, a nonprofit dedicated to feeding, housing, and mentoring homeless youth in the Midwest. The check was for $150,000, made out to her personally. "Noah, I can't accept this," he smiled. "It's already yours. I built the foundation after I sold my second company. Tech stuff. Doesn't matter. What matters is that I made it, because someone believed I was worth feeding." He reached into the briefcase again, pulled out a framed photo. Her, younger, holding a pie, candid. He smiled. "One night I took a photo from the outside, through the glass. You were placing the pie down. I told myself, if I ever make it out, I'll find her." She couldn't stop the tears. "I didn't do anything special." "That's where you're wrong," he said softly. "You did everything." They sat for an hour, talked, laughed, remembered. She told him about her daughter, about the leaky trailer, about the shifts she never missed. He told her about sleeping on floors, studying in libraries to get his GED, starting a company with borrowed laptops, and always, always, thinking of her. Before he left, he stood by the door, looked around. "You ever think of retiring?" She chuckled. "Only every day," he smiled. "Well, now you can." He handed her a set of keys. "There's a house, paid in full, in your name, just outside of town, garden, fireplace, pie oven included." She covered her mouth, shook her head. "Why are you doing this?" Noah looked at her and said, "Because kindness is the only real investment that never loses value, and you invested in me when I had nothing." He hugged her, tight, like the boy he used to be, like the man he became, and then he left. She stood there long after, hand on the counter, tears on her cheeks. But for once, they weren't from exhaustion, they were from something brighter. That night she closed the diner early, for the first time in 30 years, and taped a sign to the glass, "Out for pie." Thank you for watching. If you want to get more that kind of stories, press like and check out our channel.